Hello everyone. In this tutorial, you will learn to send email from your website without opening another email app. That means you don't need to use the mail to things that open other mailing app. So this is our HTML file. Actually, this is the JavaScript, and this is just the HTML. Actually, pretty short. We just got three text areas here with the subject, message of like the email we want to send, and the email we want to send to, a button to send data to the server, and a text area just for a server response. Actually, it looks just like this, nothing special. Now let's get over the JavaScript. When we press the button, we activate the send function. We go over here, we send the data in the text areas to variables. Subject is what in the text area subject. Uh, Message and email are the same thing. And this is a variable for a separation in the server. It's actually pretty stupid to do it like this, but this is just the concept. You can do whatever you want after this. We just actually here concat the separation variable to the mess to all these variables. So the thing we send with the server is a variable which contains subject plus this, the separation thing, plus the message, plus the separation thing, and the email. To send it's the variable, and here we activate the sending function. Now, the sending function is a Ajax function that sends post packet to our server, and here we got the response. So this is the response data. We're just formatting here, and here actually we can use it with the callback thing, and we set server response text area with the value of the response. Now let's get over the server. This is all the packets we need. HTTP formats will just work with the get and post. And the first function here is to check if the data we got is a valid HTTP packet. So this is a really simple test, you can see, nothing special. The next thing is we gotta know if the packet we got is a get or post HTTP request, and if it's get, we'll actually let's test it real quick. Okay, so when we run the program on the server, we gotta type the IP of the server. Um, Actually, we got the HTML content. We'll cover it later, but now let's just type something. You know, you don't need to, because I printed all the packet just to show you how it looks. So here we can see how a packet looks. We got the first the get, the HTTP, the host, and this is all the packet. We don't really use it, but the focus function actually use it. Actually, this slash means that the client just connected and he wants the first page. So we can see here, this is our main loop. We can see that if data is, data, uh, we do some checks, and if data is the slash, which is this, we'll open the our HTML, which is this, what I just show you, and send it to the client. When this happens, actually the client send us the request, and he wants a response, and the response is HTML file. It's actually really important that the HTML file and the Python server will be in the same folder, or the they don't need to be on the same server on the same folder, but if they do not, should you should type the root for the HTML file, and if they're on the same server, you just need to type the name of the HTML file. So if data is equals to favicon, here instead of just one slash, we'll got this favicon thing. Maybe we'll get it here, right? We got it here. So the client actually requests the little image here. We don't send it here, so they won't be. But if we want a favicon image, we just actually we got the code here. We just need to open the favicon, just like we send the HTML file, which we send here PNG file, and we'll get a little favicon over here. Okay, let's back to the top and see our functions. So we covered focus, we covered the validate HTTP. Now we got to cover clean. Sometimes when you see in the URL that there is a %22 or %20, the URL actually doesn't have spaces or things like that. And GET request actually sends exactly what's in the URL. So we need to change it so that Python can understand it. It's another coding. So we just change here what we need. This is the send mail function. We got here the message that we want to send, the email, the password. This is actually our email and password, of course. The email that we want to send to and the subject of the mail. This is the syntax. We send it to port 587. This may change, so if it doesn't work for you, that's maybe the reason, but the port didn't change for over a year for. And this is the main. So we open a server here, bind it on a 0000 on a port 80 for the HTTP. We listen to 100 clients. Here you should fill your email and your password. And this is a constant from the client. If you remember, we got it here. It's just for separation the data for us. So this is what we covered earlier with the get packet. If we got the slash, the user wants the HTML file of the first page. With same thing with favicon, and other than that, we got the data. Actually, this is post data. We got the data here from the text area things. We separate it with the const, and this is just printing from me. You don't need it, and we send it to the function. Actually, if you want to try it, you can just copy the files, the two files. It's better to place them in the same folder, but if you don't want them in the same folder, You just need to type in the root for the HTML file in the server. So here you gotta fill your email, fill your password to the email, and this is data we got from the client. As you can see, subject, content, and receiver mail. So this is nothing that we gotta fill ourselves, and let's test it. So in here, let's say subject is 1, email content is also 1, and send email to, let's just type ar at gmail.com. Send to server. Let's see what we got. So maybe we got an error. I'm not sure. Let's see. So we got probably not a valid email address or not blocked email. It should be blocked email. So let's see what is the problem. Actually, the problem was that we got to accept low security apps in the Google thing. I got in my mail a warning message that low security app was trying to penetrate to my Gmail or something like that. Um, I'll leave a link in the description that you can disable it easily. So now let's run it again. Oh, just run two servers. Let's just run it again and see the result. What we got? Send email. So let's check it. In the send, this is a sent in Hebrew, we got this message. Probably there is no email like that or something. And it says that it didn't find the address. But if it was a real address, it will just send email with the address one, with I'm sorry, with subject one, the content is one, to this email.